Sumudu Mallawarachchi. I'm 19 years old and I studied at Musaeus College. A bit about my school life. I did my London A-levels back in 2012. I was the head prefect of my school and I was a part of various clubs and societies. I played hockey, did swimming, I was a part of choir. And currently I'm a second year undergraduate student at the University of Melbourne. I'm studying the Bachelor of Science degree, which is 3 years, and I'm hoping to major in psychology, hopefully to follow a career in behavioral neuroscience or neuropsychology research. About the academics of University of Melbourne, well, I consider myself privileged to get into a prestigious university such as University of Melbourne, and especially ranked world's number 10 for my field of study, psychology. I believe that University of Melbourne has a lot of distinct features and facilities academically, which sort of makes it stand out from the rest. One important aspect that I've experienced myself is the flexible course structure. That is, which it actually helps us to explore all the various options and to make without sort of starting in the beginning, without having to make a certain decision at the beginning and to stick with it, but whereas we could actually explore the different options to see which would suit us the most. And I experienced it myself because when I started off the course, I wanted to major in neuroscience because of my passion for it, but as I proceeded with the course, I realized that I was really good in psychology as well. So in second year, I figured out that majoring in psychology would actually expose me to a higher amount of... I particularly enjoyed studying psychology at my uni, and especially being ranked number 10 in the world for my field of study, that's psychology. We have a lot of... we always we're up to date with the new research, and we collaborate the new research findings in our assignments and lab reports, and we use modern software and modern designs for our work. And for statistics and various other research, we use new modern equipment and softwares as well, which I particularly found interesting. And it was very enjoyable, and which definitely made me sure of my choice, that I was that I was good at it. And I have to mention that we have a commendable tutoring system. Our tutors are very helpful and they're very prompt in replying to our inquiries, and whenever we have a doubt, well, we have these consultations, so we could always contact them and clarify our doubts whenever. The lecturers and tutors are always willing to help out in our career decisions, in the doubts we have regarding subject material, and so on and so forth. So it definitely is a worthwhile experience. And so talking about uni life, well, when I started off first year, the very first semester was, to be honest, it was quite tough because of the whole transition from school, where it was just the end of semester exam, whereas here we are progressively assessed throughout continuously with assignments, practicals and daily series of lectures. So it was quite hectic at first, but it was all about, I think, time management and prioritizing and identifying the critical areas and making use of it as I went through the course. And I found out that I actually, like, when I came to second year, it was much less stressful because I've identified my weak areas where I could improve on, where I should study and how I should study for exams, and how I should improve on practicals and assignments and so on, using my experience as tips from first year. And so it definitely was, it does seem tough at first, the whole uni experience, but it's all about managing your time properly and prioritizing things while making sure that you do spend some time relaxing and chilling with your friends and so on. And people from various countries. For me, so far, I mean, I was never allowed to feel homesick, and I stayed at International House, a residential college affiliated to the uni, and I got the exposure to a lot of nationalities and cultures. it definitely was a wonderful experience, an unforgettable one, because we were strikingly different in the way we thought, but we all lived together, coexistence, and it was wonderful. And Australians generally, I must say that they're very friendly, courteous and welcoming, so it's quite easy to fit into the community and to move along. A few tips or advices for the future students. Well, I would say make sure that you prioritize your things, that your priorities are in the proper order, and that you don't get lost in the popular distractions and trends. And a timetable, something I've adopted myself since O-level days, and which I do even now on daily basis. That is, on a daily basis I allocate the right amount of time for subjects, to chill with my friends, to watch a movie, whatever it is. And I make sure that I review my timetable and that I make adjustments to it and that I stick to it. But that I make it flexible. And it definitely, I would highly recommend it to anyone. And before you go for an exam, well, remember to not miss out on sections and not to wait till the very last moment, especially in uni, to study. That make sure that you are regularly updated about that you keep in touch, and that you don't miss out sections or leave out sections before you go for an exam, that you're completely thorough with about all this subject material, and work towards your goal, live for your passion, work with diligence, commitment, and you'll never go wrong. Well, to sum up, finally, I would like to thank Advocate for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences with you. And I must mention that this whole procedure, from selection, admission procedures up to visa application, everything was very convenient because of Advocate. And I would like to highly recommend it to anyone for the whole university visa processes. Thank you.